Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm so sorry to keep you guys waiting. Um, my internet wasn't loading for some reason earlier, but I think we're good. I think you can see me, and I think I'm good. So, happy Wednesday, like I said, and welcome back to Pinky Who Art live painting sessions where I share my watercolor and gouache painting techniques and the latest paintings that I'm working on. Today, I have a even bigger painting than last week, last 2 weeks to work on it with you guys. So I'm pretty excited. I worked on it a little bit this morning, so I think it's off to a good start. So we'll see where it goes. And good morning, Trevor. How are you? Thanks for being here. And if you guys are watching and just, seeing me going live and just all coming upon me for the first time, I really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and repost or, subscribe, like, share with somebody that you think you'll enjoy this as well, because it'll really, really help. Thank you so much. I guess we can just get started, yeah? I do have to have a hard stop today, so I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can without being sloppy, but we'll see how that goes. But first, I do want to show you guys the painting I did last week. All right, let's check that out. So this was something I worked on a couple weeks. I started 2 weeks ago. I was able to finish it last week, but now I'm looking at it, vertically yes, for the first time. I do feel like there's areas I should probably work on it more, but I'll do it maybe after this current painting. I did try to do it like vertically on the wall, and I just got too scared because I didn't want the paint to drip. Because it wasn't the kind of painting I set up to have the kind of drip, and it would just look like a mistake, and that'll not be good. But yeah, this was the my first of the series, Restless Stillness. I want to add some more details on her face. I think she looks a little pale, but maybe that's okay. The flowers, I think it's so cute. This one, we have a little orbit here, quietly freaking out. She just full on freaking out. And I did mention that this is kind of like left and right side of the painting, which now I'm looking at it, I feel like I should connect them more, maybe through more washes. So we'll see. And I am going to incorporate everything I feel like I should have done better into my current painting. And this was the entry point. So I make these flowers pretty detailed and then less detailed and faded in. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think. It is quite large. It is 32 by 51 inches. Pretty unusual for watercolor, but I think I can probably even go bigger, which is why I have an even bigger painting today. It is bigger by not the width, because 51 inches is as wide as I can go. That's just how wide it goes, but it is taller. It's 36 inches, so it's exactly 3 feet. And I think the proportion of the canvas feels better to me because this one felt a little narrow, like squatty this way. So this one is good proportionally to me. As usual, I think I'm going to start on the face today, right into it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So how's everyone's week been? I hope you had a wonderful week. I was looking at this drawing in my image because I had to make a little social post before I went live. And usually that's why it takes me a few minutes before I go show my face when I'm actually live because of, the game of social media. But I felt like this eyes was a little too far towards that way, so I'm gonna do that right now. And every time I take a picture of it, look at it, I feel like there's always areas I want to work on. And it is something I had to stop myself from doing. Ah, so much better. Doesn't look like cross-eyed to me. Yes, this one is okay here. I did make my orbits a lot bigger this time because I felt like they're a little too small in my last painting. I guess, when you go big, when you go up in scale, so much changes and you kind of had to readjust. And I can't expect every piece turn out to be the perfect piece without any sort of rework, I guess. But such is the creative process, and I'm happy about it. Oh, so I want to show you the rest of this painting, I guess. There's a face. We got some bigger orbits. And I did do a bottom wash already to kind of anchor this painting. Very much the same composition as last time, but I think this one is a little better. Oh, look, my edge keeps on separating. That's all right though. Okay, let's start on the face. I think I mentioned this before. It is the most important part of the face a lot of times. And you kind of want this part to be as flawless as possible. All right, so let's get some color mix going. I do think I'm going to wash the face and then go into with some skin color right away. And I have my skin color palette that I usually use, and it was a lifesaver because mixing skin tone is the worst thing. And yeah, you guys see if you guys are just jumping on, seeing what I'm doing. Be awesome to share, like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm gonna wet glaze the face here because I do feel like my last face was so pale that maybe I want to do it much warmer this time. So I'm kind of taking a gamble by wetting the whole thing. I do have some masking fluid on the face to preserve the area that I want to keep the light. Neat edges. We'll just do the face first. Maybe I'll do, okay, maybe the face and the neck. No, I just want to do face first. And if you guys are watching, wherever you are, jump in the chat and say hi. I would love to know how you're doing. My skin tone is just a little too warm, I think. It's a little too dark. I've been constantly talking about warm darkness, huh? That's better. Cool. Here we go, guys. Whew. I'm pretty happy with how my paper stretched this time, though. It was quite nice. Okay, the light's coming from this way, so I'm gonna keep that area nice and light. Let's move it up here. Make this part a little bit darker. Usually this part's a little bit, I put so much pigment here, I'm kind of just dripping, moving. Love the pink owl. Oh, this Thank you, Trevor. This is actually not a pink owl top, but it kind of looks like that one, huh? I am going to contact her about it. And I did get a little package from her, and it was great. I have two new dresses and some stuffies that my daughter loved. But yes, I was super happy with getting my package in the mail. Okay, so I think I'm going to make this part darker, yes. Light and then dark and then light. But I haven't worn this shirt in a while because it's a fall shirt and I feel like it's finally ready for the fall season. Again, I am doing my first wash right now. I will definitely have to go back and add more to the most area, but sometimes I get it so good that I just do one wash. But that's not most of the time. So this piece is the second series, second piece of the series that I'm exploring, Restless Stillness. Very much in the same state of mind, anxiety ridden and whatnot. And this one, I thought my orbis here is pretty cute. I will tell you guys about it in a little bit. So this is kind of the neck part. I want to fade. This part fades a little bit, so that's good. Well, let's do the body. So I just remember I didn't glaze this part, so let's do that. So what happens when you don't glaze water first, you kind of start forming a hard edge wherever my paint is. Most of the time I don't mind it, but because it's such a first wash, I want to try to be neat about it. Okay. Hmm. Thank you, Trevor. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, what this piece is all about, or why things are the way they are, let me know. feel like this piece's start is off to a pretty messy start, for the better or worse. I'm also trying to do my washes in darker color. I know it's super scary to me, but lately I've been having more of the opposite problem where my washes isn't dark enough. So I'm trying to. So Wednesday already. How's your week been, Trevor? I do have my monthly spaces with Caroline next week, so I'm currently doing the prep for that. So her hand is like, oh. So this should actually go over here. Oh, okay. Got a nice little wet wash on it. I think I'm going to let it dry first before I go on top of this. Oh, actually, the face is okay. While this is still kind of very wet, I'm gonna go in to drop in my blushes in right away. No fear. I know it looks super super severe right now, but it's gonna dry into like no color. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, so we'll get a little bit pink in her cheek, get that going. See, it's starting to fade very fast. Can I help this spread a little? Just a bit. Help it spread down. Because my paper is kind of curved right now. It's only spreading up and not down. This is the downside of having a lighter weight paper. I'm choosing to go bigger and kind of sacrificing the weight. Because I can't have both. Okay. Let's do that. Let that do its thing. Okay, nice. Hope to get some delivery soon. That's always exciting. I was pretty excited getting my package. I'm gonna add that pink or base to the lips now, just to block in the color. Let's keep this part nice and light. Should probably mix more colors. I always get myself in trouble, and I say all the time. because I don't mix enough colors. Hmm. One of these paintings I should use just flat brushes because he does create texture, this strokey texture that I really like, but I'm too scared to do it right now. Okay, I'll let this first wash kind of breathe a little bit. Is this dry enough? Nope. I always do this too soon. Okay, I'll let that dry and come back to it, but knowing this bottom part is gonna be darker. The chin shadow. Get rid of these fuzzy lines, I call them. So this area is like the side of your palm, that's usually lighter, and then the wrist, and a little bit of shadow here. I wonder if it just made that look too warm. We'll come back and continue to add more paint to it. Wednesday is my most exciting day because I get to do this with you guys. And fun. So this is gets most amount light. This I wasn't following my own rule by going from light to dark. I'm kind of all over the place today. Okay, let's get focused. And that's why I joke that water, or maybe just painting in general, but especially watercolor is such a meditative kind of practice because I find myself when I'm having a more frazzled day, my process is also not as peaceful and flowy. But that might be for all artists in any medium. So we'll call that human nature, maybe. I think painting the face and painting the hand for me is very satisfying because you can see the quote unquote accomplishment immediately. And it doesn't take a lot in watercolor for it to look really good, I feel like. So, ooh, that got in the shadow right away. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Let's make the thumb darkest. My last painting was very cool and somber. So I am also using a pretty cool color, but I'm gonna make it a little bit warmer, I think, and see which way looks better. I need some more blue here. Let that layer do its thing. You can clearly see the face and some bleeding over here. No problem. Blend that. You can see the cheek, the face, which is, oh, the cheek is coming out really nice today. Yay. There's a little bit brush stroke here I actually like, so I'm going to keep that. Yes, and then let's move on to this flowers. I'm gonna let this dry and then come back for more washes. But yeah, let's start on the flowers right away. So where do I start? Let's do this one. what did I do with my the last background felt like it's a little light, so I started doing a little bit more darker. Taking shape nicely. Yes, thank you, Trevor. Yes, I think so. Every time I put in the figure, it feels like it's the painting is being anchored. And now it feels less like it feels better. It's like, ah, yay. Oh shit. Which one should I do color? Yeah, this is need a bigger brush right now. Cool. And then I'm going to use a glaze brush. It's a little bright. Any difference? Still pretty bright. Hmm. If I contrast with this color, okay, I think. Okay. Let's try to add some mustard yellow actually to see how that goes. Ah, I think it's gonna make it too yellow. I think that's better. Yeah, it's better. Cool. So what I did was just kept on adding this cool brown to tone that brightness down. Yeah, it's better. Because I didn't want the first wash to be so bright. Then I kind of want the first wash to be, I want the first wash to be mid-tone. There we go. Word. There we go. I am going, yeah. I'm going to glaze a whole flower here. Sometimes I glaze just like one petal at a time if I want them separated, but Today I'm feeling just I'm gonna glaze the whole thing since I'm a little rush for time. Ready? This should have a nice little dramatic spread because it's wet on wet. Oh, this orbit's like holding on to that flower for comfort. It's like, what do I do? We'll let that dry. Thank you. I hope this is a good green color for a big. So I guess, I'm moving from blue to a more pinkish color now, or blue to a greenish color now. Preserve lighter here, so I'm dabbing away the paint to give it the light and darkness. Okay. I don't really care about the middle part right now because I'm gonna go in with more color, darker, that will cover that up. And I feel like I went too aggressive last time, so I'm gonna do one petal at a time. So right before I went live today, I was working on making a weekly schedule for myself. I don't know if any of you guys do that. But I've been for the past 6 months, actually, I had a schedule that I follow pretty religiously to be routine, to be disciplined. And I feel like after 6 months, I am totally in a different place now. So that needs to be revised to reflect my current goals and desires. And it's good. I don't know if you guys do that, but I suggest you do. Otherwise, things get too chaotic and unorganized, and I end up not doing anything. Which is also, what I'm exploring in this piece of art is that anxiety, that slow burn in the back could be debilitating sometimes and just end up super scatterbrained. And I know that creative people tend to be scatterbrained. So it's not so good. In the back petal, I want to be a little bit darker, and I'm just going to color it in. I have a feeling that they're planning to go even darker in my second wash, but they're good for now. I'm pretty much just using this one color right now today. I don't like it when I don't think I like as much when I just color them in like that. Note to self. If you did this, so don't forget things. I know I do forget things too all the time. And I have like that panic button sometimes, like at 4 a.m. like, did I remember to do that? So now my schedule captures all the things I have to do, should be doing, and it's been good. Hmm. I think I'll make this bluer. Let's work on this one first. The moment of a paint first touches a clean water is the most exciting, also the most dramatic. I'm kind of blending it. I don't know if you guys been noticing, I've been dabbing a lot, and instead of, doing brush strokes. I don't know why. I don't think it's a good habit to have, actually, so I'm going to force myself to lay down full strokes. The dabbing seems too non-committal, maybe. Commit to my brush strokes. We'll let the water do its thing there. Very wet surface. I used to be so terrified of this step. I actually stopped doing watercolor for a while because I just couldn't understand this step. But once you kind of get over the initial hump, then this is my favorite step now, actually. Let's drop some more in the middle. Okay. Let's leave that be. And then the next flower I do, next two, this one and this one, got a little bit of blue, so there's more color variation. Oh, look at this. This kind of more dry now, and all the darker color just faded. So let's add some more back in the middle. Oh shoot, wrong brush. I'm holding 3 brushes right now. Oh, that looks nice. I'll leave that be. Here, I'm going to just do a tiny bit of it. this one. I'm holding three brushes, one for the water glaze, so it's just clean water. The other one is my paint. And the third one is my blender brush that I don't want to use this clean brush for. Because then it'll get dirty, you know? Yeah, I think Travis told me one point that green is one of your favorite colors. Does your favorite color changes, or that's been pretty sad? And for anyone who's watching, same question. I guess if it's a favorite color, then it's like by definition, it should stay that way, right? But you never know. I like how the edge is turning out. Let's do the same here. Shadow, cool. Let's move on to here. I have been noticing that my flowers are also getting just a little cool. Yeah, it's like a slightly warmer and cooler. Let's add some more blue here. My flowers are getting more simple and more abstract. I don't know if it's good or bad yet, just the current state. A thought came to my mind as I was painting this area. Because I think in the beginning of the year, I was spending so much time on flowers to make it like the petals fall perfectly and the folds and all that be added. And I'm not sure if it helped or made anything better. So here I am. I would say I'm painting the idea of a flower. I guess not trying to be anatomically correct. That takes too much time. And if you guys are watching, you like my art and wants to know what I'm up to and whatnot, I do have a mailing list that I send monthly emails If you want to sign up, the link is in the description. And also my online portfolio and my Etsy shop is also there. If you guys want to take a look. Cool. Oh, I like this edge. That's cute. Let's see. Nude color here. Green color here blends into nude. So I think you get Trevor. I think that has to be a given, right? If it looks crappy, then I can't be continue doing it. But also, I think when they get more abstract and gestural, that probably means I'm getting more confident, to be honest. But I also I think it would be helpful if I did like a hyper real flower in watercolor just to practice, just to get my hands and eyes to look at things slightly differently. Note to self. This one is kind of faded into the back, so I don't want to have the same lightness as the one on top, so I'm just adding more paint right away. Yes, sign up. That's right, Trevor. And sometimes these layers really just should wait till they're dry for me to do it. I'm definitely just getting to know my paper again because it's so different from my paper I've been using. It's all just getting to know it process. This one I'm actually gonna do in a beige color to bring some of the skin over. It's almost like her body slowly turning into flower petals. Oh, so many flowers. Did I do too many flowers again? I think of my last painting when I was doing this step, I had the same thought. It's like, did I do too many? But I joke because I think these details adds to interest, makes it more interesting. However you want to say it. Where was I? Try a bit mustard yellow. Okay. Nope. You know what? I don't like this color. Oh, that's pretty. So I didn't 100% wash out my brush, but I just added way more water to it to dilute the color just slightly first. Space going on. Ah, shit. Actually, I think I like that. I don't know if you guys saw, my paper towel has some brown wet paint, and then when I dabbed on it, it just got on the paper. But I kind of just went with it. I think we talked about last time that watercolor, there's no mistakes, they're just problem solving, things to problem solve. Cool. I'm even going to add some more of this in the middle. Maybe I'll bring this over to this flower. Oh yeah, thanks, Trevor. Thanks for remembering. And it was pretty cool to see that on a giant screen. I know that I feel like we between us, we probably know a bunch of artists have had that honor, and it recently happened to me, and yeah, it feels good. And I kind of wish I was there to see it in person, but I wasn't able to. One day though, one day I'll go to a thing that has my art on it. It would be kind of cool, huh? Thanks. And so, for those of you who are wondering what I'm talking about, I recently, I think I mentioned last time too, I submitted my art to a festival in Philadelphia in the US, and it was picked, and the artwork was displayed on this giant screen. Oh, I just remember, I think that I had a piece of digital art that did that in Beijing actually for New Year's last year, but it was indoors, and this was outdoors, and I thought that was just looks super cooler, way cooler. Ah, yes, those little small victories adds up to something big, hopefully. Oh, yes, I like this contrast between this and that color. So I think I need to have more of that mustard yellow paint color throughout, like this thing right here. And I have a couple big things that I'm working on too, I guess. Updating my website once again. My least favorite thing, but also very important apparently. What is going on here? I look forward to do the branch part of these paintings. I think I mentioned before that that's kind of my favorite part of making these organic shapes. I'm also trying to right now, trying not to linger on any shape too the words. Linger any shapes for too long because my goal right now is trying to cover as much of the real estate as possible. Cute. This is gonna turn into a darker green, the texture, I think. Not sure what's happening there. Let's come back over here. You guys see? So this orbit, okay, so I guess I'll tell you what happens to the orbits. So I feel like when we are going through some sort of anxiety episode, this is what I think happens. Yeah, she's like holding onto this flower, looking up, like what's going on? She's laying on the floor, tangled in all these vines, tangled, unsure what to do. And then lastly, you have this response of doing really dangerous, uncharacteristic things they're not supposed to do. So she's like climbing up this thin vine, kind of freaking out, but still going. I feel like that happens to me when I'm having when I'm feeling really anxious, I go opposite, right? Either you stop doing everything you're doing and paralyzed, or you start doing these uncharacteristic things because you're so frazzled, you just want to like get something done or get something out of your mind, but and can't even think about whether they're productive or not. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. I think I'm gonna make these like this color, maybe even, oh, idea, okay. Ooh, this is such a pretty color just mixed. It's like looks almost grayish, greenish, like a celadon color. Oh, that's so pretty. I think I'm gonna keep going with it actually. No, the orbits, yes. I'm kind of leaning towards how to do a series with just the orbits because people love them and they have so much potential. So, and now they're kind of like the sidekick right now, which is also awesome, but I feel like they might deserve their own series. Well, I guess I am working on my Irrational Temptation series that is just featuring the orbits. I'm thinking something even more having them centered. Oh, that's pretty. You see how this color spreading? I need to like, I wish I can do a whole painting of just doing that. But the control that it requires will be pretty incredible. Let's just say I'm working my way up to it. See, I'm a little anxious today actually when I find myself taking deep breath like that. And honestly though, in our modern life, I don't know anyone who's not anxious at least sometimes in their lives. Let's do a purpose bleed. There you go. Let me know how you guys like this color. Oh, I feel like I should leave this area alone. Leave that area alone. I feel like I want to do a darker color here, just have that in between. But I also, yeah, that's good for now. So boom, boom, boom. There's some flowers here, but I think I'm gonna work on these ones right now. Actually, indecisive. Let's work on. I'm gonna do this in the same color that frames this orbit, and then go back because that's gonna be more a different color. There we go. So I was watching cartoon with my daughter, and then Trevor. I just thought it was an episode about Christmas, and Bluey, which is a show from Australia. And it just dawned on me that you guys have Christmas during the summer, like pool parties and stuff, because that's what the cartoon showed. And I kind of was mind blown, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about that, because that's your world. But I was kind of blown away by the fact that your Christmas is in the summer. I guess I just never registered it fully until that show. And then it's just so hard for me to imagine Christmas without snow and ugly sweaters and hot cocoa and all that stuff. I'm sure any of you guys who are watching, you're in the other side of the hemisphere. That's what you know of Christmas, but you know Christmas in a completely different manner. And it blew my mind. It just blew my mind. So what do you do during the Christmas? Like pool parties, go to the beach kind of thing? I'll let Trevor answer in the audience. The things we learn about other countries and other cultures when we're on YouTube. It's great, isn't it? I think it's great. Oh, hello, Lynn. Hello, Lynn. Hello. I'm doing Inktober again, and I did really good. Oh, that's awesome. I like the confidence. I'm doing good with my painting. I still haven't done October. In fact, I was just telling Trevor in the beginning that I just made myself a monthly schedule. So maybe I should add that to it so that I will make sure I do it. It's basically one of those things for me. If it's not on my list, I just don't remember and then they'll never get done. Um, but yeah, how you been, Lynn? How's your week been going? And do you have your Inktober things posted? I guess I should go look at it. And did you do, oh, that is way too dark. Did you do Inktober with like a theme or you kind of just drawing whatever you feel like it for that day? But yeah, I'm so scatterbrained and little spacey. If I don't get, if it's not on my list, you'll never get done. Or I have like a 4 a.m. panic attack, waking up like, oh, I was supposed to do that. My oh sh moment. And right before you came on, I was talking to Trevor about the fact that it just dawned on me that because he's in Australia, it just dawned on me that his Christmas is all summer and beach party and yacht parties probably. And it's just it blew my mind because I can't imagine a Christmas that's not, you know, snow and hot cocoa and all that stuff. Ooh, I like this. I should just stop that. So I noticed that to get this kind of look, the moisture content has to be just and perfect. Any more, any less, it doesn't do it. So it's kind of hard. I'm okay. I'm bad at social media though. I gotta post. Oh, that's fine. If you did the work, not posting, it's probably fine. Spooky theme, got it. Appropriate for October. Seafood and salad is popular for Christmas. Wow. You're just continue to blow my mind. So seafood salad and boat and beach. Wow. I feel like doesn't that I feel like Australians must be so different. Okay, I know I said I was gonna go back to that area, but I feel like this color is working right now, so I'm just gonna keep on moving into this section until I did all this, and I can go back and then I'm gonna darken it and then re-darken the area. Yeah, perfect. Awesome, that works. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about my painting, what I'm doing, my techniques, my life as an artist, all that stuff. We just talked about Christmas because it's coming up for us. Oh, I guess it's coming up for everyone, but I'm expecting a cold winter of Christmas, and Trevor's gonna look forward to some beach time. Mind blown still. So I discovered this gray color in my Kamsai Tabi palette, and it's one of those things once I discovered it, I was like, I can't believe I haven't been using it more. It's beautiful. It mixes with bright colors beautifully. It's like a pre-mixed gray color. We get foie gras and petit four in France. Oh yeah. I think my and oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget, but there is this. Oh my gosh, I'm totally just blanking the name right now, but my daughter's learning about it in school, which is a thing around Christmas time. Like the eldest daughter had to serve breakfast to the mom and dad, the family. Saint. Oh my gosh, it's totally escaping my mind right now. Maybe you know that. Maybe you can educate us. Saint. It's a girl, and I totally escaping my mind right now. Shoot. What's my painting about? So I started a new series last time. The last painting I did is on the wall here. Let me know if you want to take a closer look. I don't know if you saw that last time, but I am still exploring this theme of anxiety. But the series is called Restless Stillness. We agree that it's a oxymoron because when you're restless, you can't be still. But when you have anxiety, it feels like life is still because you seem to go in circles and can't move forward. Anyway, so that is still I'm still exploring that theme here. And the girl here is on the ground. She's kind of trying to get up, but is weighted down. And I had to show you something I thought was pretty funny. Hold on, let me finish this flower first. Every time I draw these orb beds, I always like giggle to myself at some point because it's like I feel like you really get a glimpse of where my mind is through these little creatures. Let's make this part darker. I love how this part turned out. It's always like my goal to get effects like that, maybe. So this orbit, I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's holding a little needle. And it's like kind of holding it to her neck. So she's like, she can't lay down, but she can't get up. So she's kind of like in that in between tension phase, or like, And to me, anxiety feels like that a lot of times. And then she has part of her stigma, the top of the flower, like lost, they're detached from her, so she's trying to like scoop it back, but she's not functional right now. This one has a little a pedal. I don't know if you can see it, trying to anchor herself. I'm gonna do this flower in gray, and then the other one will continue to be in the dark blue color or teal. Call this teal color. I think last year I was doing a lot of pretty paintings that's visually pleasing and that tells a story, which is great. But I feel like this year I'm slowly moving into a place where I want to explore the tension of things. Not that I want to, I guess it just kind of is happening that way. How did you start drawing orbits? Oh, Glenn, that's a great question. I actually made a whole video about it. Um, there's a video in my YouTube channel called Creative Reset that I posted maybe the first half of the year, and I kind of explained where that came about. I was kind of stuck in a place. I created like 4 or 5 paintings I just hated. And then I went back to my sketchbook and then discovered the orbits that I drew on an airplane without thinking too much about it. And then now they kind of took on a life of their own, which I guess is ideal. This is what we want to happen. I tell people that this process of finding these things, your signature thing, because I do think my orbits are my signature element at this point. It takes really years and takes some accidents, some planned serendipity for it to happen. And I do think that it's one of those things, once it happens, you know it's something that's important, of the significance. So I start incorporating orbits in my paintings. And the version I have now is, after many different iterations. And I was just thinking about the other day about how am I going to take it to the next level? What am I going to do to take it to the next phase? I don't know yet. It's a question that I asked of the universe, and then we'll see what comes. I totally feel like the flowers I did in the beginning around her face was like my warm-up flower, which is unfortunate. That's okay. Lighter, lighter, lighter and darker. No, darker and lighter, darker. Okay. I'm really loving all the greens. That's so great, actually. So if I do these two lighter, then your eyes will go to the face first, which I guess is not a bad thing. Okay. My last painting, I wanted your eyes to enter from like the lower right, and then it ends up at the figure, which is on the lower enter it from lower left and ends up in lower right. But I don't know if it does that because my eyes definitely just goes to the face. So I do think the face is still the most important. Okay, where was I going with this? I think that's it. Oh, I'm talking out loud whether or not I should make this flower a darker or lighter color, but I think I just talked myself into lighter. And pick up some of the paint from the top to lighten it. This is also a technique that I see people doing. And then kind of bring it over to the side. This part is nice when I picked it up. Drop some in the middle. Faces are just too strong. Yeah, for sure, Lynn. And I think it's like a human brain science, psychology science. I guess psychology is science. That we are wired to recognize facial features first. So if there's a face in anything, art, painting, I don't know, photo album, your eyes just naturally goes to the face first. I think that's why, like on Instagram, you'll notice that the posts that feature people usually do better. I don't know if that's still the case, but I definitely noticed when I first joined Instagram, that was definitely the case. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. I know. So my attempt of trying to for you guys for you guys like viewers to end up on the face doesn't really work. You will go to the face first. And hence I'm doing this in a lighter color. My goal will be to cover all my flowers today. That'll be awesome. I do have a hard stop today, so I don't love days where I have hard stops because it's usually that happens when I'm like in the midst of my flow. But life happens, responsibilities. But too much water here. I'm gonna pick that up with my brush like I did with Surreal. It would be cool to do a painting where the face is hiding the flowers. The longer you look, the more you find. Oh, I do like that idea, Lynn. Yeah. I was just thinking about compositionally how I would do it. I think I would draw the face first and then draw like flowers on top all over. So eventually that it covers the face or majority part of the face, but still have the negative part look pretty obvious as a face. Hmm, that would be cool. I should write that down. Let me finish this flower first, and I'm gonna write that down before I forget. Do you ever find yourself, I think before, when I was, before when I was younger, I was like, oh, that idea is great. I love it. I'll remember it when I need it. And you never remember it. Stop telling ourselves that lies. Lies. You'll never remember. So now I write everything down and then be surprised when you look back. Anxiety is also pretending you're fine. Yes. I feel like, yeah, this one's, I feel like that's kind of what this one's doing, right? She's like climbing a very flimsy flower. She's pretending to be brave, but is freaking out. And I do find myself sometimes when I'm like having an anxiety episode, start doing things that it's uncharacteristic of my usual self. But yeah, pretending you're fine. Yes. Also, I think that's the majority part because I don't think I think a lot of times when we're going through an anxiety attack or a patch of it, you don't even realize that's happening. So if you don't even know it, then you probably won't even recognize the signs. Anxiety is also pretty, yes. I have a list of idea, but I never make them. I think that's okay. That's good. I have a list of idea that I never make them. No, I think that's a absolutely better problem to have. I have a list of ideas. I keep a idea list for sure. And when I don't know if it, how do I say this? There are ideas that pop into your mind. There's like a sense of urgency. You gotta do it. You gotta do it now, right? Like I feel like this is kind of what happened with this series, and also anxiety kind of appropriate. You're like anxious. You just need to get it done. I feel like that's kind of what happened with this. But there are other ideas where I will have them on my list for like years, and then maybe probably forgot about it. And one day I look back and say, "Oh, that resonates with me again," or like, why did I think of that? So I think it's great that you have a list of ideas. I think that's the best practice. But I need to write them down. Just and you should continue to write them down, regardless of how long your list gets and how much you don't work on it. It's all okay. It's all part of the journey, I feel like. But the important thing is you have a record of it, right? Oh, this pretty flower, I like it. Let's make this part darker. Really love is how I did these edges. Let's do that here. Set this down right here. Oh yeah, I should probably record all of these. There you go. Down. I love that idea. I was in traveling one time and I saw this pond with a reflection. There's imagine it's a pond and then sun is shining on the pond, right? You have all your surroundings, but the reflection in the pond is like a totally separate image that has a different quality, right? And I thought how cool it would be if I did two paintings, but kind of like one is that, that the they're in real life, and the other one was like the reflection in the pond. And they're like completely two different paintings. So you get like two painting in one. And it kind of reminded me what you just said too, that the face is one and then the flowers covering it. Ah, so many ideas to explore. So little time. So do you study watercolor like paint flowers outside or something? Study watercolor paint flowers? No, I don't. I should though. I mean, it's all great practice. But no, I don't go out and look at flowers and paint them. Um, that's what I think I talked about this before you came. I think Trevor asked something similar. That I feel like I should probably do that once in a while, just to, is it a pretty color? Maybe it's too dark. I should probably do that once in a while just to get like the impression of what a flower looks like in real life. Because I was saying, like, I feel like now my flower has evolved into more of an abstract representation of an idea instead of a realistic looking flower. But I know that all things could benefit from some realism, especially real these days. I feel like, um, oh, hang the reflection under the other one. Yeah, that'll be cool. Have a two step, yeah. So yeah, maybe that'll be the, oh, there you go. Hey, maybe that'll be my next theory, next painting I explore. But I need to get this one done first. What was I saying? Oh, flowers outside. Yes. Um, I think everyone can benefit from some study realism in real life. I should say I haven't done that lately, but I have done that in the past with ink, actually, surprisingly. Um, have you done that as something you do? I guess that's kind of why I even picked to do why it, yeah, it helps with your visual library for sure. The goal is to be able to do it without looking at it, right? Um, I had a thought, now it fled me. Oh, yes. The whole reason I was so attracted to surrealism to begin with was that it doesn't have to be so exact, you know? But yeah, I think it absolutely helps with one's visual library and just the awareness of light and shadows and all that. It will help. I think it all help the art looking better. Yikes, I think I did too much water. And you know, since I redid my schedule for my life, I schedule my life, yes, that I have a free day. So that'll be probably the day I do these studies and explorations and whatnot. I really don't do enough of that, and I should. This color's pretty pale. Let's make the middle part darker. Like how this part is spreading. This teal color in watercolor just too bright. I had to dull it down with lots of brown. Lots and lots of brown. The folds of the flower. The folds of flower here. Oh, I should probably let these area dry more. Otherwise it's just that. I'm learning that drawing what you love is more important than studying. Like doing studies or like studying schoolwork. I think it's yes to some extent, but then you kind of, in order to take what you love to a higher level, which I want to do, then you gotta go back to do the boring basic stuff. I know no one wants to hear that, including myself, but the fundamentals important. Okay, now we're moving on to some bluer flowers, so to speak. But yeah, I just love drawing flowers. So basic of me, I want to say, but I know that's not the case. Bleh. I think drawing flowers is my main thing, and then I like to draw desserts, and then once in a while I like to draw fruits. Fruits are fun, but fruits are fun when it comes to studying colors, the color variations, but the shapes aren't very exciting. They look cool, but once you start drawing it, it's like circles and triangles, which is not very exciting to me. And studying art, like drawing boxes, for example. Oh, yeah, that's boring. See, this is why I like drawing flowers and tree branches because it's so organic, and I learned that nature is messy. Nature is not well, it's geometric, but when it comes down to when you zoom in, but for the most part, it's irregular and messy, and I think I like that about nature and watercolor to a certain extent because it is kind of messy. Messy in that it cannot be controlled like oil or acrylic. But obviously you should control it. So learning that control is kind of the art, the craft. But yes, I think drawing what you like is way better than technically correct. And here's what I think is the reason. Because, I think anybody can get to a technically awesome level if you practice enough. Anyone. Even people who always say, I'm not creative, they can't get to a technical savvy point if there's like a gun pointed at them, like they will get to it, right? But drawing what you like, the things that your style, the subject, the things that resonate with you is something that's very elusive and nuanced. And I think that is the art. That is why art, is those nuances, not the technical part. So yes, you should do what you like. And then I said to a certain extent, because once you figure out what you like, then you kind of have to go back to the basics and to make it better, but not the other way around, if that makes sense. And that's also just a thought, my opinion. You might get an art teacher say you are full of shit. Also possible, I guess. Cute. Oh, I guess I don't even need to move the camera. Okay, let's stay here. I think art, I did go to school for art, but it was mostly oil painting, so watercolor is completely self-taught, and I feel like I had learned a lot of bad habits in the beginning that I'm actively trying to unlearn, and that's hard. So to caveat everything I said, that's like the thing to watch out for. Let's make this edge darker. And I know the center parts go way darker. So confused. Is that a petal? Eh. So for this painting, I'm kind of switching between a warm teal, a teal with more blue, some mustard yellow. So it's one more color than my last one. Hopefully it'll make it more complex too. Too cool. I think I want to do the color that's here. Because the gray didn't look right. Can't explain why, just it looked dead. There you go. That's better. First, hi graphic modern. Oh my god, I didn't get notified. What did you turn off the notification for me? How dare you? But good afternoon. How are you? I hope you're doing well. How's everything? I'm working on my biggest painting yet. I promise I'm not gonna come back say that every single time. That's for the past couple weeks I have. But I think this size right now I'm gonna stick with for a little bit because it feels right. The proportion feels right. Although if I gotta do a vertical version of this, that might be tricky. Good enjoyment off in boxes. Well, congratulations. That sounds glorious and you deserve every second of it. Are you doing any Inktober stuff today? Or if not, you should. On your day off, do some art. See, I should have not done that. Bad habit. Damn it. So one of my bad habit I'm trying to unlearn is to like when I put down paint, I want to go blend it right away. Sometimes it looks great, but other times I feel like I probably don't need to do that, shouldn't have done that. So it's a thing I'm trying to unlearn. So just wet it again. Go back and drop some paint in it. Nice. On TikTok or on YouTube, you think? So much to catch up on, I think. That's nice. I'm gonna do that. No idea. Okay. Well, you're in boxer, so I guess anything goes today. Are you still working that night shift job? Is that still in your life? Or do I have more updates? um, here you go. Ooh. Kinda like what this is doing. I have a hard stop today at 2:30, so I'm going kind of faster than usual. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, because I like some parts of painting when I go fast, but there's other parts. It looks messy to me. But it might be one of those things that looks completely fine the next day. So I'm not gonna prejudge yet, I guess. You summer. Oh, she's probably busy. Don't bother her. But thank you. Or you just want to hang out with her here, then I can understand. I just can't wait till the day when my like daughter can help me do some of the parts I don't love doing. My assistant in training. Oops. So drop some more darker blue in the middle. Cool. Is this too dry? Yeah. This part is a little too dry. That'll be fun. Yeah. She wanted to help me like draw some branches and I let her and I was pleasantly surprised at how like careful she was being because that was like my biggest fear. She just like go to town with it in a sloppy way. But she was very careful and she kind of got the essence right. So I was impressed. You gotta start them young, I guess. I only exist to bother her. That'll be, oh, I know, that'll be cute to see. I should make like a video one day of it with her face blocked out, maybe. You only exist to bother her. Does she agree with that? Noticing that I've been mixing a lot of brown with paint. And I know I never used to do that, so something happened to me. So I feel like we're officially enter the sloppy stage of my painting. Ooh, ah, gross. But I know this is also the time, the ugly girl face that she will grow out of. Hello, Wonder, you came. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Graph thanks Graphic for inviting you. And I told him that you're probably busy. And he said he exists to bother you. So, yay, you're here. Welcome. How have you been lately? I haven't been catching your lives, but I do see your TikTok shorts. And I love all the Inktober stuff you're doing. And sorry, Graphic, I haven't seen yours yet. Not that I don't care. Oh, the ugly face. I know, the ugly, awkward face. Like if you stop at the ugly face, then you just get ugly, right? But if you keep going, then your ugly might turn into something awesome, which I'm sure will happen here. But this is the stage where my self-esteem gets challenged a lot. But I also learned to embrace it, see past through it, understand it's just the process. Painting some back, some of them. You are so awesome doing that for her. I'm sure she appreciates it. How old is she turning? Kids' birthdays are so exciting. I hate my own birthday, so. I don't know if you guys were here when I talked about my paper, but I am using a lighter weight paper. It's like 150 pounds instead of my usual 300 pounds. So it definitely warps a lot more. And it kind of changes some things. Not too much, but I have to be more methodical, I guess, with ah shit. She turned 5. Oh my gosh. Pinkotronic. Oh, I like that. They were beautiful pinks, Pinkotronics. I like that name, Pinkotronics. That would be a good screen name though if I didn't have one already. Oh, she turned 5. I'm gonna cry now. I think when my daughter's 6 now, so they're very close in age. And when she turned 5, I think I cried. Because when they turn 5, they just act like a teenager. It's like, where's that baby? What happened to my toddler? Oh, this is too brown. Oof. That's so adorable. I forgot to place this part. No, stop. I know. I know. I tell her to stop growing all the time too. And she's like, I can't. Which is also cute, I guess, when she says that. Oh, how's your daughter been? Graphic, what's the newest hottest saying? I learned something today from like a 7-year-old. So I guess apparently kids say like 6, 7, and it's like an expression to say something just average, like bleh, 6 or 7. And my response was like 6, 7, who says that? And they said everybody. And oh boy, I felt old. They should have a pause button. I know they should. Oh, wrong color. I mean, I should. I wish I had a pause button for myself, because that'll be kind of cool too. But you'll kind of also gotta appreciate it, because time is the only thing that anybody in the world gets the same, well, not the exact same amount, but similar amount. You don't get more time because you're rich. Although I guess you do now, because there's all these procedures you can do. Eh. She says, I'm 8 years old. She's okay, thinks I'm cringe. Same. She says, I'm 8. Oh, kids just say the most awesome things. Okay. Okay, I'm doing pretty good with the flowers. I'm almost done. My daughter asked me just yesterday, I guess. She said, "Why do people have to die?" And I was like, that's such a profound question that I wasn't prepared for. And her mom is 9. To her 5-year-old, 8 and 9 is old, I guess. God. Oh, so cute. So yeah, my daughter asked me, like, why do we have to... Oh, you look younger. And I didn't know what to answer her, but there's I don't know, I think Graphic would talk to about this, but there's an episode in Love, Death, Robot series, if anybody's familiar with it. There's one episode where like people get to live forever, but no children can be born. Like for every time a person dies, like and that's only when the new children can be born, and then they hide kids in the attics and etc. etc. So I thought about that episode, and I told her if because and I told her basically not in those exact words, but people had to die so that new people can be born. Otherwise, the earth will be so crowded and it will have no food, no place to live, and it'll be bad for everyone. And that's why I told her that it's kind of a bittersweet thing. She seemed to accept my answer. She seemed to accept my answer, and I think it's a good answer, right? Like, what would you tell your kids if they ask, why do people have to die? And I feel like I did a pretty good job in answering it. Thanks to a cartoon show. Love, Death, Robot is the most awesome anime show ever. Yes. And then, hey, yay for watching TV because you do get useful information. So it's not all a waste. So yeah, I felt like I did a pretty good job answering it. Let me know what you guys think though. We are very crowded. Oh. Hopefully technology will solve some of the, I know that like food supply issues and housing and all that stuff, but I don't know. Our tech company just seems to keep on wanting to make social media apps that things that we don't need, which makes me so angry talking about it. But that's for another issue. But comes oof, just kind of reminded me or made me think that maybe I should do a series around the idea of death. And then maybe I can do a darker version of my art. Because it's a tough question that we don't think about, but we should, maybe? I would say the more you misbehave, the less you live. Don't forget to like and sub. Yes, thank you. If you're watching and, you know, learn something from me or got something out of our conversations, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, my hype man has arrived. Woohoo! Thank you, Runder. So I'm kind of switching between the teal and this like dirty tea color, I guess. I think I did on one of them, and I really like the combination of the colors that you created. So I think I'm gonna do more of that, but maybe not throughout. Love Death Robot. This painting is still very much in its ugly phase, but we will come out of it. Okay, this might have to be my last flower, then I need to bounce. But before that, I'm gonna just focus instead of getting anxious about it. Wonderlicious and Pinkatronic. Great band name. Great band name. Ooh, what happened here? The one with the water girl is weird. The one that wasn't like animation, but in real life, it's like a snake god dancing, clad in gold. That one? BRB. Okay, Wonder. The guy kills the river. Oh, yeah. Yes, that's the one. Uh, I didn't quite get it, but I think it's an Indian myth or story or something. It's funny. I know immediately which one you're talking about. Yeah, I didn't quite get that one. Did you see the latest season that came out this year? I think I saw it, but I don't remember it. I probably saw it when I was fast asleep. It looks realistic. Wait, it wasn't like a real filmed? It was animated? What? Oh, mind blown. You just blow my mind. I thought it was like a in real life filmed version. But I guess it would not belong in that series if that was the case, huh? Now that we're talking about it. Oh, that's cool. No, I haven't seen it. Okay. I feel like it wasn't as good, but that's why I have like can't remember it, but also could be I've seen it half sleep. I'm sure they were good. I need to rewatch it. That's probably the answer. But also, I yes, it was. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's cool. The farmer versus the rat. That's cute. That one's cute. I like that one. Also, I can't remember how it ended. I'm trying to think. Oh, I was like, I had a thought. What was that? I feel like the earlier ones are like more like like more gory, more intense, more effed up. But I feel like maybe Netflix is trying to make it appeal to more mass, so that the later seasons became more sanitized, if that's the right word. And I don't think they're as good. Okay. But yeah, there's definitely ones that stood out to me. The one I mentioned earlier, the the immortality one, where they had like kill a baby in on the attic because they're over quota or something. Um, the one where in the very first episode of the entire show, where it's like the monster fighting and then realize like she was the monster. That type of mind. Hi, Lynn. I gotta go slay here. See you. Yes, thank you for joining, Lynn. I actually had to go too, so good timing. I will see you next time, okay? Bye, Lynn. Thank you so much. Ah! I hope that didn't sound terrible. I'm laughing because that sound was like, whoa, what? Who was that? Who made that sound? Let's see. I have some loose petals. Maybe I'll do that right now. Like an easy win. I think this is the problem with the bigger paper. I can no longer tell. A small Asian American did. I think they teamed up against the AI. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Yes. I don't remember the AI part actually. Now that you make me think about the show now. Okay, that looks weird. So after I paint, I have a couple more flowers on the other side, and then after that, I'm going to paint the branches. But I did the branches live on screen last time. A lot of it. You probably got sick of watching me painting branches. So I'm probably gonna work on it over the weekend, and then we'll see where we are next week when I'm live with it. Definitely we'll still be working on this, and this is my biggest painting yet. The size of it is 30, so 3 feet by 51 inches. How many feet is that? Like a little bit over 4 feet. Okay. I'm basically trying to use all this like teal paint I mixed. So I'm just catching any of the areas that can use it. Okay, guys. I have to stop for the day because of life's responsibilities. Boo. But nonetheless, I'm responsible. I'm a responsible person, I guess. But let's take a look at what we did so far. Because my painting's so big and now I had to stand on like a stepping stool to show you guys the whole thing. And I joke that I need to make sure I wear pants because sometimes, you step on me like, oops. Okay, so in the beginning of the paint session, I only had like the background wash. So today we did the wash on the face. The cheek is pretty. I like how dramatic that cheek is, and actually goes pretty nicely against that teal green color. Did the hand. Need to probably fix that. The flower petals were little orbits that has some masking fluid around it still. This one, she's like hugging the flower, looking up. This one just she's hugging the flower, looking up, but she's holding a needle at the end. The figure is kind of suspended in that tension point where she can't really put her head down, but she can't really raise her head up because of all the weight of these flowers on top. This one is kind of giving up on the floor. She's trying to scoop up her marbles. And this one is doing something very dangerous and uncharacteristic of her, which is climbing on a tiny branch. I probably want to do something more exciting at the end now that I'm looking at it. And then we did the left side of these pretty flowers, curling the ugly girl face. Me too, cause food time. Yay, bye Wonder. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. And message graphic, apparently, yes. So there we have it so far. It is a pretty huge painting. Pretty proud of myself for going so big. So you guys see the kind of base of this girl now. And there we have it. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. I'm so sorry I had to, kind of leave abruptly, but like I said, life's a responsibility. And I'm kind of happy with this composition. Actually, I like it better than my last one. I am playing with the scale of the head of the orbits against the background, and I think this one has the right scale. But at least at this stage, we'll see what it looks like after it's finished. The color's very calming. I think it's something needed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week. Probably have a lot more to show you guys because I'll be working on this over the weekend. And we'll continue with this painting next week. And if I don't talk to you, have a wonderful rest of the week and rest of the day. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing, my life as an artist, send me a DM or drop in the chat, leave a comment and the live stream, all that works. Okay? Okay, all right, guys. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Wonder. Okay, bye. Food time. Yes. Yes, yes. I think graphics said that you guys might be going live later, so I will try to see. I'll try to hop. Oh, do you know if you're gonna do it on TikTok or YouTube, Wonder? So I'll make sure I keep an eye out. Awesome to be this. Thank you. I'm waiting, waiting, waiting. Is he still here? Are you guys still here? Okay, maybe I'll check both places then. All right, guys. I hope to catch you soon. And yes, I hope to catch you in live too. Okay, bye, guys.